This is a very different view to 36 hours ago when I was standing in the rain in Hayden Island. This is my first ever trip to Epic Universe. Look at that. It is a gorgeous day here in Orlando. I'm not jet lagged or tired. I'm ready for a day. First full day out. Gotta go with Epic. And the reason obviously you gotta go with Epic is just in case something's closed. And you know, you need to come back. Now, if you are on early admission, these are the rides you can get to. It doesn't include Battle of the Ministry. However, I'm led to believe, reliably by Kurt, that we can go in, wander the park, have a look around, and kind of head to the area we want to go to. But look at that. That is fantastic. Whilst it would be nice to get on everything here at Epic Universe, we obviously have the ones we want to get on, which include Stardust Racers, Battle at the Ministry, Monsters Unchained. We want to get on the Donkey Kong, and of course Hiccup's Wing Gliders, which I've heard amazing things about. If we can get on more, we obviously get on them all. The park is open officially 10 till 10, so it's a 12-hour day today. It will go well into the night. I can't wait to see Stardust Racers at night. And obviously we want to do both sides if we can. As far as we know, everything is open. I don't know how long the queues are going to be, but it just looks incredible. Let's get through security. Oh, and we'll get a better view. Here it is. Wow, look at that. Now, we don't have early rider, which starts at 9. We're not staying in the hotel. I'm not as rich as Kurt, unfortunately. But to be able to look around is going to be incredible. Look at it. We are going to take the advice from Kurt to go to Ministry of Magic. Now, it's not open for the early rider, but we know it can get massive queues as it goes on. I genuinely have no idea where we are. I love coming to a theme park for the first time. It is like the best feeling ever, where I don't know where anything is. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know where to go. I don't know what's here. And I'll tell you what as well, I have avoided all spoilers. No POVs at all, no ride videos, nothing since it opened back in May. Nothing at all. I know nothing about Monsters Unchained. I know nothing about the speed or launch or anything, even on Stardust Racers. And most importantly, I know nothing about Ministry of Magic. Nothing. I told Kurt if he ruined it for me, I'd never speak to him again. And he didn't ruin it for me, which was great. So I know nothing. And that's what I like. But leave your comments below. What do you think? Have you been to Epic Universe? I'd love to see how many people have actually been out and experienced it already. But some of the details, incredible. That's the first time I've seen Stardust Racers. That is impressive. That is proper impressive looking. What a structure that is. We have made our way into Paris. I have to say, I'm blown away by the scale, absolutely. Blown away by the scale of this. We watched some construction videos, obviously, of it being built. But I've said I've watched nothing since. I'm absolutely blown away by this. Now, this is the queue for Battle of Ministry. It doesn't open for another hour. It's got a 75-minute queue already, but it's probably top of our list of ones we want to get on. We're huge Harry Potter fans, and I love Umbridge. That's from my favourite film. So I just can't wait for this. So as I said, I know nothing about this ride, so seeing the ride conditions board is very much a first for me. Wow. Oh my god, here is the flumes. Wow, look at these. Whoa. Wow, oh my god. Wow, where do you even start in here? Oh my. I tell you what, it's hard to take in. It really is hard to take in. Because there is so much detail in here. From the flues right the way to, yeah, look at the scene. Honestly, you got the offices. Quite honestly, I don't know what else they can throw in here, to be fair.
Well, I think we can all agree that
Cleaning in progress. It's just the little details in here that really just sort of make it. I'm not feeling like I'm at a theme park particularly, and that's really where you want to be. Look at these.
Hello there. Do forgive me. We receive so few visitors here in our headquarters. Where are my manners? I am head-faced.
The detail. It feels like we're heading into Dolores's. Oh, we are. Oh, we are. Wow. Into Dolores's office. Absolutely mad. She's not at home though. She's definitely not here. That was incredible. I'm a massive Harry Potter fan, so you know, to get on the ride, and I really appreciate it, to be honest with you. The screens, I heard it's screen heavy. A few people have said that. Kurt told me that as well. I don't mind, in fairness, because it's a really nice blend, and I mean really nice blend of screen and physical sets. And of course, the screens are such good quality. I mean, breathtakingly good quality. And the thing is, with this being built up so much, it's really hard to tell exactly what's inside and how big it is in there. In terms of, like, it says it free falls and things. Incredible movement. The movement's very similar, I'd say, to Rise of the Resistance, just on a bigger scale. But yeah, sets are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Genuinely, what a ride. And that's number one done. It's only 9:30. We've queued 15 minutes for that. It's open half an hour early, so all the people that come in for early rider have gone to the rides that are due to be open. That wasn't one of them. And they've just let us straight in and we got straight on it. No complaints for me. We are now going to head out and try other rides. I think this is arguably the one I've been looking forward to the most. I absolutely love Universal Monsters. And again, from the outside, you can't see anything. And I've seen nothing of this. I know Monsters Unchained is a very similar ride experience to Forbidden Journey in the way that it works, but wow, look at this. Great coming to a place for the first time. Wow, look at this. I don't know where to start. I honestly don't know where to start. But the other thing is as well, I can't wait to see this at night. I know that building looks incredible at night. So, Monsters Unchained I think is over there. And then the coaster is over here. If the coaster's open, actually, I think I should do that first before it gets a big queue, because I know generally that one eats through people quite a lot. And we've heard mixed things about this coaster. This is the spinning one. Hit and miss is what I've been told. Hit and miss. But it looks the part. Really, sometimes that's all that matters. So it is Curse of the Werewolf time. Spinning coaster. I'd say the theme is a little bit looser as you walk around here compared to some of the rest, but still lovely inside. Here in Monsters, I have to say it's quite short. There's no doubt about that, it is quite short, but actually I really enjoyed it. A few people said it wasn't a particularly great coaster, and I didn't realise, again, I've seen nothing of it, so I didn't realise it had a swing launch in the middle, so that's actually a bit of a surprise to have the swing launch. But actually it worked really well. The elements which you have here, you can see the swing launch as it comes back. You know, it's actually really punchy because you can't see the coaster from outside. You'll see it go back round there now, but from outside the land you can't. And as it sort of shoots back through, we were at the back, so the feeling was really weird. And I think when you come out the station, it does have sort of a initial forced spin to get you going before you go. But actually, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It is short. There's no doubt about it, that's actually the end of the ride there. The swing launch is one of the first elements, but punchy little launches, punchy feelings going through, lots of little dips and air times. Nice little coaster, to be honest, nice little coaster. Now we do want to do Monsters Unchained, which is just round here. Kurt's told us we've got to eat in the the burning blade, and of course I can't wait to see that at night when it burns up. Monsters was delayed opening this morning, so it is normally open for early rider, however, wasn't. So I kind of get the feeling it's going to have a little bit of a long queue. Here it is, impressive looking building. That is Monsters Unchained. I've been really looking forward to this on my visit to Epic Universe, and we know it's like Forbidden Journey in terms of the ride type, but wow, look at this. There are lockers inside, so we can only take you so far. Oh my, look at this though. You have to walk up the stairs, look. Wow, look at that. There is an awful lot of detail, obviously, as you'd expect. Look at these.
I will control my ultimate challenge. Count Dracula. Call yourself. That wasn't us.
Silence, creature. I will destroy you when they're ready.
These two just don't get along. The Dracula experiment is the last piece of the puzzle. And with your help, the world will never see the name Frankenstein the same again. Open the door!
There is Frankenstein Manor, and of course, what a ride that is. So we did know it was the same system as Forbidden Journey, so we were kind of expecting that. However, it operates very, very different, to be honest with you. It's definitely not as violent on the movement, and inside the screens doesn't have the dome screens, which I find a bit hit and miss on Forbidden Journey. I think a lot of people don't like them either. There are more animatronics in there. Honestly, some of the animatronics from the pre-show with Frankenstein to some of the ones inside are incredible. They really, really are incredible. I can't say anything else. The lighting and obviously the screens which they do use are of top quality. As you can imagine, everything's moved forward so much since Harry Potter was built that everything just looks so real. It's just staggering, but I can't believe how they've sort of mixed the physical and screen sets to a point where actually there's more physical ones. You'd be thinking these days that more people would be going for the screens, and indeed I think that's the biggest criticism of Ministry. I probably think that's a better attraction than Ministry. I think Ministry's got the best queue I've ever seen, but I think that's probably a better attraction. Yeah, just amazing. I actually don't know what to say. You know, we've done some rides here at Epic, as you can imagine. We're reviewing ones as we go. That is top notch. That is one of the best dark rides I've been on. Is it as good as Ride to Resistance? I know they're different ride types, but in terms of an overall experience, no, I don't think it is. But I'm telling you now, it is in a world of its own in what it does. The Constellation Carousel isn't top of our list of things to queue for yet, whilst we still have other things to do. And actually, I'll say that it looks a bit smaller than what I thought it was. I don't know why, I just thought it was much bigger than this. But it does look fantastic. no expense spared in the attention to detail. I can't wait to see it tonight. As you kind of look out. Now Mario is over there. We're actually skipping Mario at the moment. 180-minute queue for Minecart Madness. We want to get on it, but we don't want to get on it that bad, to be honest with you. Now we can see sort of the entrance area here, so we are going to head round to Isle of Berk, which is going to be our next stop for Hiccup's Wing Gliders, which is advertised at a 50-minute queue, but quite honestly I've heard so many good things about it, I don't really mind, to be fair. The next stop is Isle of Berk. Now I'm not a massive fan of How to Train Your Dragon, in honesty, and when I say I'm not a massive fan, I don't really like it, but I have heard it looks incredible in here, like the rest of the areas, and indeed Hiccup's Wing Gliders is one of the best family coasters ever built. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm not really worried about the splash battle. I'm definitely not worried about the Sky Force style ride either. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. But Hiccups is top of my list of things to do. And I have to say, the bright and colourful as you walk in. Jesus Christ. And it is good because you can't see a lot of this from outside of that area. Even though the park's not very big, you just can't see it. And this is me walking in for the very first time. See this, you just can't see any of this from outside. And there is Hiccups there. Just wow. Honestly, I don't actually know where to start. There are two of these. I've only seen one of them go round, which is the Skyforce style ride over here. And I have to say, I do question with the capacity why they went for these, even though they look good. And the background of it is absolutely stunning. I would question why they went for it. That said, we are looking for Hiccups, and I say looking because quite honestly, I mean that's a 75-minute queue with only one side on at the moment. Just don't know where we're going. Look at those elements. God, that looks like it's got some pace to it. Right, 55 minutes, Hiccups Wing Gliders, here we go. There is Hiccup's Wing Gliders as it comes flying over there. So yeah, really punchy launch with an upwards launch as well, which I wasn't expecting, to be fair. And the first part of the track is really quick leading into the second half. The second half is a little show scene, so you sort of go up the second lift bit and then fall back down, have a break, have a little show scene, and then again it's got an upward launch. I mean, everyone's been saying it's the best family coaster they've ever been on. I'm not going to go that far, fully based on the restraint. It is one of the most uncomfortable roller coaster restraints I've ever experienced. It's not what I expect from Intamin either. It's got sort of, anyone's ridden Mummy or Icebreaker with the additional leg supports. It's got those, which is really, really odd for an Intamin, to be honest with you. It's not that quick and sort of ejector air timey. So I'm really surprised that it's got them, and it just makes it a little bit unbearable, to be honest. I don't think I'd be able to re-ride that over and over again from a comfort point of view. And even though I left myself a little bit of room, as you go round, naturally it just comes closer and closer and closer. Yeah, nice little coaster, but not as good as I thought it would be. It's time for Stardust Racers. I think we will do the green side first and then re-queue and do the yellow side. I don't really think it matters too much, to be honest with you, but we want to get both done, and then hopefully then we can get on it tonight in the dark. It does look fantastic from what I've seen in the dark. Don't know what to expect from this. I think it'll be good. Now this is as far as we can take you, as the lockers are just there, and we're going to have to put everything in a locker. So we'll let you know what it's like when we get off. That was our go on Stardust Racers there. Yeah, really, really enjoyed that. Some real airtime moments, as you would expect from the Mac. Metal detectors as you go through. Once you're through those, you pick a side. Do you want yellow or do you want green? We've actually done both sides in 20 minutes, which is quite something. Starting with the green, which everyone told me was the better one, and then on to the yellow. Although a lot of people have said there's not much between it, most people have come out with the green. Well, I'll tell you now, my favourite side was yellow, and main reason for that is it does seem to flow a bit better. It has far less vibration. That might have been a train thing. We will ride it again, obviously, later on, particularly when it gets dark. But something about the yellow track for me felt a bit better. The double punch launch at the beginning was a real shock. I was not expecting that at all, where it sort of launches, you then have a flat bit, and then it launches again before you go into the first element. And then coming down, and obviously then you launch together for the second element. And the second half of the ride with the dueling is amazing, absolutely amazing to just look around and see all that happening. thoroughly enjoyed that ride on it, and we will come back when it's dark and ride it again. Oh, the sun is blinding. Now, Super Nintendo is obviously not a new concept in terms of an area, because they've got it at other Universal parks, but it is new for here, and actually it is also new for me because I've not seen it before. And much like the rest, you take the escalator in, although they're trying to take the escalator down. They're not gonna be able to manage that, I'm afraid, as you are transported effectively through a pipe into Super Nintendo World. Now, we're not coming in here to ride the VR, which I have to say doesn't look very good. I'm not that worried about Yoshi's either. That's on a 75-minute queue. However, we do want to do Minecart Madness, which is a whopping 110-minute queue at the moment. That said, we're still going to do it. And it does look cool in it. I mean, look at this. I mean, it just looks amazing. I don't really know what to say. Much like the other areas, I mean. And of course, in here has a lot of interactive elements. You can buy wristbands and you can go around all the games and things as well. Again, not something we're doing, but I get it. I absolutely get it. We will have a little venture through here, but first, we do want to put ourselves through Minecart Madness. Oh God, can't wait for this. Looks a unique ride, let's put it that way. Now we are heading through to Donkey Kong Country for Minecart Madness. But again, I can't help but appreciate just how good these look. And how good the area looks. And again, we talk about being immersed. I feel really immersed in this area. You can't see any of the other rides and attractions around you. Just sort of everything in here. And I expect this to look incredible when we get the other side. Just look at it. Now, we were considering leaving this till later, but I'm glad we didn't, because it does say it's going to close early today. So we definitely want to get on it. But look at this. You wouldn't pick yourself in the middle of a theme park here. Ah, it's just incredible. Now, this is actually a coaster that's built in-house by Universal. Of course, there is one in other Universal parks as well. But I just don't know where to look, to be honest. It's just crazy. Crazy place. But in we go. Minecart Madness. This is going to be a queue. Well, that queue over there was 45 minutes, but we have seen an animatronic which looks quite cool coming up. Okay, this is quite cool in fairness. Here is Minecart Madness. We just queued 70 minutes for that. Advertised at 110, which actually isn't too bad. And actually that was really good fun, I have to say. That was really good fun. It is rough and ready, I think. Obviously it's supposed to be rough and ready because it is themed to a minecart. Now, I know people say this about Rattlesnake being themed to a minecart, but still don't understand it's rough and ready. This is far worse, by all means. It's a really good concept, and actually the track, I did wonder, I kind of thought, well, you got the fake track, but you can see the other track. It works really, really well, and I mean really, really well. As you're going round, you know, all you're seeing really is what's in front of you, and you see bits that veer off, and you see bits that are like cracked, and you think, oh, which way's the track going to go? And then it takes you in a complete opposite direction. The bit at the beginning when Donkey Kong comes out and you don't actually realise where you're going, and there's a bit in the middle as well which does exactly the same when you're not sure which way you're going to fall. Really is fantastic. The whole area here looks incredible, to be honest. And actually, it's got a moving platform inside of there. It's got a lot of cars. It does actually get through quite a lot of people. I wonder why they put the Sky Flyer in and maybe put something like this in for capacity. And although this clearly isn't the best capacity ride, there must be so many block breaks here. Because as you can see from just standing in it, it's constant. Absolute constant. And the moving platform, people do just keep churning through it. So yeah, really, really enjoyed this. I think it looks brilliant in here. And the ride sort of goes around you with a few indoor scenes as well. We weren't originally going to do this, however Yoshi's Adventure is only a 25-minute queue, which I think is quite good, to be fair. It was really good fun, really good fun, but I think if I'd have queued 70 minutes for that and not the 9 minutes we queued, I would have been a bit disappointed. But as it stands, hey, I like that, and the area just looks amazing, to be honest. One of the big things about this area is obviously having one of the bands and getting involved in all the interactive spots. So you can walk through parts of the castle and you can activate as they are here, and you can hear the noises, and we go in and have a look. So we could go in and have a look, but we're not getting a band. I get it, but at the same time, it's not for us. But it is quite cool. So you can walk through, there's lots of interactive elements, and this is what I expect Minecraft to be like as well at Chessington. Very similar to this, where you'll get bands and you'll go around and you'll do tasks and things. And obviously for Minecraft, we would get a band because we'd be there quite a lot to utilise it. But for us, Epic is a one and done day, so there's no point in doing it. Oh, although you can get a picture with Princess Peach, look, that is quite cool. We have now done all of the rides and attractions that we want to do here. I say rides and attractions, we've done all the rides, and we're now picking up some of the attractions, which includes the circus, which I have to say from the outside just looks like a little tent. But once you're in it, it just seems to go on forever. It just looks magnificent, just sort of a series of circus tents. I'm hoping we can get on the next show, that's the plan anyway. I don't know if we go any further than this, whether this is just sort of a pre-area or whether this is actually the show, but I guess we go through to something else. Find out in a minute. There we go in the circus. I have to say that was a bit confusing because you go into like a holding pen area, and I have to say it's quite crowded in there, it's quite warm, it's really not that friendly. You're then introduced to what will be a circus act before going through. There was a part of me I actually wondered whether or not it was all going to happen in there or whether we were actually going to watch something. We then go through and sit down. The seating is not well arranged, so as you can imagine, a bit like a 4D cinema where you go in and you would feel from one end to the other. That didn't happen. You've got people like squashed in front of you, people then walking to the end of the road where we went to try and get back. So I have to say the arrangement in there was shocking. It really was. However, the show was really good. So it's effectively about Newt Scamander's case, and they're using it as a circus act, and then eventually, you know, it's like they're using it for evil, really. They're getting the animals to perform when they shouldn't perform. And then Newt Scamander comes back and saves the day. We're going to throw some night shots in very shortly. However, it's just, what an incredible theme park this is. What an incredible theme park. This is what we're going to look like in Great Britain, honestly. It's stunning. The fact they have portals and you go into the portals and really, you know, look around now, you can see little bits of what's going on. But that's all you can see. You can't see anything else. You can't see what's going on inside. You can't really see any of the rides. And the rides are on another level. I mean, the dark rides, Ministry of Magic, you know, Monsters Unchained are just stunning dark rides. I'm struggling to think of better ones, to be honest with you. The theme park just looks the part. And actually, when you look in here, it's not that big. I think looking at the construction, I was expecting it to be massive, but it's not. You know, we've walked around this bit's the centre part, and you can see one world there, and then over here are the other two portals with Constellation Carousel and Stardust Racers in the middle. Yeah, amazing. Absolutely breathtaking theme park. It is one you have to do when you come to Orlando. There's no doubt about it. It's only on the one shot, so anyone that comes from the UK tends to buy a 14-day ticket. You can only get in here once, or it is about $180 to $200 to come again. We're going to go over now and do Monsters Unchained again because that is the shortest queue, and we are going to throw some night shots in as well because this is just going to look stunning next time you see this.